my name is Muhammad Omar. I go by Omar, and my position here is um, basically affiliate minister for the Muslim community. So I've been here with the college for about 3 years. Um, basically meet with students about answer questions about religion because I was born and raised, Muslim. And also I have a position at the mosque, at Lebanon Valley Mosque, as a vice president of the mosque as well. For the last 3 years, I was like going through like personal issues with domestic relationship, as marriage, and this actually went end up by divorce, and was like first time I go through something like that in my life after 10 years of marriage and kids involved, stuff like that. So it was kind of hard, and mentally I couldn't take it, and it was kind of hard on me as depression and anxiety and about what's going to happen next, and my life kind of ended, and just collapsed. Everything I was planning for, it's kind of like stopped, and I don't know how to move forward because I wasn't planning to something happen to me like that, and it was out of my control. So kind of affect on me and effect on also my kids. So I have been I went through this for some time. Even the last 6 months was a very hard time on me, especially like not talking to people or just being like to be alone, and seeing a therapist, stuff like that. So try to help myself. But on the other hand, my belief also was a big help because I was like go to Allah and pray and ask forgiveness and do prayer. That also help mentally and also to my soul and to my spirit to come down and rely on the whoever, like the king, and he is the one that can help me. So that's also a huge thing. Like talk to somebody like at the mosque, like a scholar or somebody that I can trust, that can give me some guidance and also encourage me to move forward with my belief and don't kind of forget about who I am and what I believe in, because in the end basically we're all gonna die, so we have to trust the creator, and it's a task because, and also in our belief, in our religion, God told us in the Quran that he's gonna test us all the time. He can be test us with our family, with our um, loved ones, or anything like that, or money, or hard trials can happen. And he said the more you believe, the more the harder the test will be. So when I read stories in the Quran, wisdom stories about the prophets, what they went through, it's also give us the wisdom and guidance how other people before us went through hardship, especially messengers and prophets. So it's a good example for us. So when I teach people these things, it's kind of like affect me, especially with my what I'm going through, and almost like make me like in kind of like in tear, and yeah, kind of tore me up inside. But it's kind of very sensitive and touchy in the same time. Like when I'm teaching people, also I'm trying to teach myself, reminding myself. I try to be patient the best I can because I know it's hard, and every day I want things to change, and of course I have to learn also patience. I always tell people patience, to be patient. But when you be in a situation, it's hard to be this person, and sometimes you can't control it, and it affects you mentally and healthy, and health way, and just it's hard. But it takes time. When you see how others go through, it's just you feel like you shouldn't be so sad or upset, because sometimes people can go through worse than what we go through. So that's also through faith and belief. Sometimes people can take it, um, it's hard for them to go back to God and follow, because it's kind of hard for them, and they say, "Why God doing this to us?" But this is actually, um, it's not right to say that, because if we believe, He said He's going to test us to see how patient we are and how faithful we are. So try to help people through faith, through other experiences, and also you can seek help through guidance as well. There's people, special people for that, to help with that. If medication needed, also that's helpful. So it's always about surrounding with positive, good people, family members that they can support and help. to go through, any hardship like that.
Yeah.
They kind of like support others. So that's what the community for and good people for. Yes. The cause of it, I would say, from the belief perspective, if we are away from the faith, that's the cause of it, and that's can be the root of it, because God said in the Quran, if you forget me or forget my how to remember me or worship me, your life will be hard, your life will be miserable. So the more we remember him, the more we be with him and he's with us, things can go easier with patience and to be faithful. So I think that's why, because sometimes we feel lonely or feel like why this happening to us, or why especially me. It's lack of faith, or trust in ourselves, or trust in God Himself. So that's why it can cause to people can suicide or get rid of their lives, because there is nothing to rely on. That's why when we rely on the Creator and you see He's there, He's watching, He's gonna help, it's kind of spiritually can help each individual. I think in my community and in the mosque, not a lot of people speak about it too much. Just people sometimes complain about their lives or about things that they're going through in their household or friends. It's basically, I think, more about complaining instead like mental health, because in our culture people more take it as it's something normal to go through things in life, but not really affect as something wrong in your mind, or you're not normal, or something wrong with how to think in general. So I think it needs to be discussed more in our community. The Quran is like full of wisdom and good things for us to understand, and it's also, the Quran itself is a relief. If you read it, it's like you, it's like the Creator God or Allah is talking to you. So we have a saying, say, if you wanna talk to God, you pray. If you want God to talk to you, you read His words. Like one of the verses that Allah was talking to the Prophet himself, Prophet Muhammad, who say peace upon him. It said in the Quran, like in Arabic, Alam nashrah laka sadrak, means we did open your chest, or your rest your chest, and we took over your burden over your shoulder, because he was going through hardship as well in his life and message. Um, and it says two verses, really good verses. It says, after each hardship there's ease, after each hardship is ease. It was repeated twice. If one hardship hit the person, there is two eases will come together, not just one, it can be more than one, but we don't actually realize that.